Take it and run to the bank.
No faith.
Hey. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
What's going on? What's happening?
Not a whole lot. How about you?
Nice to see you. Your hair's all done up. You got a little low-cut top on. Everything's ready for Wednesday.
I am, because it's a hump day.
Oh, you don't have to tell me, baby.
Got a new
I'm glad I didn't have to tell you. Nice to see you.
You as well. How are you?
Good. What's going on today? I already asked.
You did, but not a whole lot that I know of. How about with you?
Well, I am what I am. Let me go to...
and it's nice to hear you, Terry Free. I can't see you, but I can hear you,
I swear he's doing the show the whole 4 hours.
By himself?
He's
in an empty room?
interacting with us, and then when I punch him up, he's in mid-sentence a lot of times.
He's doing his own run.
I was thinking about Terry Free, how she looks nice. Well, I can't see her unless I go to the Terry cam.
Well, you don't have a computer.
But you can see her, I can hear her. That's what I meant by that.
You don't have a computer. You don't have a bed in your apartment. You don't have a...
I just got a sleeping bag on the corner.
You don't have a lamp. You don't have...
a live show for outside of the
You have nothing. You have nothing.
Okay, well, you know what? I have a... T-Man, I have a question for you.
He has a question. That's what he has.
If I said hand pump, what would you mean by that?
If you said what?
If I said hand pump, what would your thoughts be on a hand pump?
Hand pump.
Yeah, I turn to you, Dr. T.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I don't necessarily understand the question, but
well,
I got
a text from somebody saying, what do you mean by hand pump? Well, my philosophy on the hand pump is...
Your philosophy?
Yeah, I really want to hear your deep-rooted...
My deep hand pump philosophy, I'll tell you what it means.
Philosophy now?
My wife used to love that show on WB.
He has really cracked the code of what all has been mysterious for so many decades.
Very free in the back of my mind because I get a visual of what she might look like, and I can't see her, but I can...
The deep mysteries of the hand pump about to be
unleashed upon us.
Unveiled by John right now here live on the air. Go ahead, John. We're all dying to know what you've discovered about the hand pump, whatever this all means.
The hand pump means freely do what you do. If you can't hump, then pump your muscles to capacity.
All right. John has nothing left to offer the show.
And now he's reading mass texts that go out, like chain letter type stuff, like jokes.
Is that what that is?
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
But where's the joke?
Well, to him it's probably funny.
I don't think he is reading mass.
He sends that crap to me
emails.
Sometimes.
He does?
Yeah. Like jokes.
I don't even see him having email.
Well, no, like texts.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a mass text that he sends out
to
everybody, like jokes on text.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not laughing.
Nor am I. Nary a smile.
All right.
Not even a chuckle?
Nothing.
Wow.
But tell John thanks for his monthly participation. I was going to say his daily, but I think I'm good for September.
Is that all he has, really? Nothing else?
How about a lifetime?
I gave him a shot to hear the best in John.
You did.
And we got the hand pump stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I hope what's in store for the next 4 hours could be a little bit more interesting than John breaking down the ins and outs of the hand pump situation, but who knows?
Yeah.
But we will come back and get things started right after these words.
The T-Man Show.
O'Connell removing foot from mouth. He's married to one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood.
Ow.
Something he momentarily forgot on Conan.
Sometimes I'll see her and I'll go, my goodness, you are huge.
Ow. Huge, as in glowingly 5 months pregnant with twins. So has Jerry since apologized? Lucky for him, that's true. He did the I Take It Back routine in People magazine, adding he'll be coming home with flowers.
Man, Conan should be apologizing to America for having Jerry O'Connell on.
Oh, well, he's got things going on.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What's he got going on?
He's got a new show coming out.
Jerry O'Connell. Come on, he's so annoying.
Is that all Conan can do for the American viewing public? Is put on Jerry O'Connell. Oh, we got Jerry O'Connell tonight. Oh, I got to stay up. Don't fall asleep, please. Please don't fall asleep.
TiVo, please work. I'm begging you. I need to see this.
It's Jerry O'Connell.
Tell me there's a Kangaroo Jack 2.
Wow, really?
You remember that stupid movie? Holy crap.
Unfortunately. Yeah. Well, he got done with Crossing Jordan, and now he's got a new show.
They can't get together stupid human tricks or something like that.
Yeah,
Conan doesn't do that, I know.
No.
But
Conan's show's pretty funny without guests.
Yeah, he has the best, little skits and stuff. And whatever happened to the dog?
Triumph.
Yeah.
The year 2000. Mm-hmm. Got a bunch of funny stuff.
Bring him back.
Oh,
if you know the best you guys, Jerry O'Connell.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait.
But what he said, actually, I mean, please, you could say that, but he was trying to be funny, and you say that between husband and wife as a
sensitive, as a woman.
You have to all go around being hypersensitive.
I mean, it's obvious. We know we're just gigantic, huge, especially with twins.
Well,
duh.
You can't joke with your own damn wife.
How often did you say, "Oh my gosh,
damn wife,
you are huge"?
Yeah,
what did she say?
He obviously was saying it as a joke. He is, I'm sure, ecstatic with the fact that he's having twins.
Sure.
With John Stamos' ex-wife, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Rebecca Romaine.
Yes.
If you lose your kid, you lose your wife to Jerry O'Connell. Holy crap.
You just gotta jump off a cliff. If you've lost your wife to Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah, well, he did.
How do you show up in public anywhere?
And they were together for a long time, never had kids.
How do you go to the grocery store, buy a piece of broccoli, Terry?
I don't know.
If you've lost your wife to Jerry O'Connell, I expect to be laughed out of every place I go if I lose my wife to Jerry O'Connell.
The fat kid in Stand By Me? That's who you lost to.
Yeah, that's right, he was.
I remember I was in Hawaii, the only time I've been in Hawaii. It was a delayed honeymoon situation, right?
Right.
2003. I got married in February.
Yes.
Went to Hawaii for Christmas. Right?
Yeah.
I said, baby, you're huge and you're waiting for your honeymoon. Anyway, because you can tell your wife that stuff, Terry. Joke around. She calls me back and says, because I'm never with her, that, you're ugly. So everything works out. We're all thick-skinned. We can laugh it off and everything's fine.
Well.
Man, he had to apologize publicly for calling his own wife huge. This is what Jerry O'Connell has to do now?
I guess so.
I actually feel bad for a guy I've never cared about a day in my life. But anyway.
Wasn't his brother one of the Bachelors at one point?
Yes, he was.
His brother?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I've long since stopped watching The Bachelor. But anyway, Jerry, I'm in Hawaii. This is a short story. It's really a story going nowhere, basically. But I'm in Hawaii. Mm-hmm. We went from the Big Island to Maui. Go to a hotel in Maui. In the weight room. Mm-hmm. Working out. Making sure my physique, even though I'm on vacation, stays exactly where it needs to be, Terry.
Of course.
Because I'm huge.
Solid.
Oh, I didn't realize I insulted myself. I'm sorry, America. Yes. And who's there working out with a really hot blonde?
I don't know.
You can't figure this out, Terry? You really can't put together where this is going? Carrot Top.
Oh,
No.
I knew it.
Who's there in the gym? This is like about as good a celebrity story sighting as I really got that I haven't told you yet, Terry. Maybe
Okay.
I've told you this one. I don't even know if I've shared this one with you. Okay, that's why it's not an exciting story. That's why I really don't think I've told anyone. But who's there working out? I think you can figure out this super sleuth little moment here. Who's there working out in the Hawaii?
Besides you?
Besides me, yes.
That was our first guess. You.
Terry, really tough to stump here.
Crap. She is CSI personified.
I know.
Who's there working out?
Your wife? I don't know. I really... Jerry O'Connell? What?
What did she win,
Did you really think it was that much of a trick question or something?
Well, I didn't... I mean...
What are we talking about? We're talking about
Okay.
Holy Toledo.
Yeah, it was Jerry O'Connell.
Okay, Jerry O'Connell.
With a very hot blonde.
Very hot blonde. Was it Rebecca Romaine?
I don't think he was with her yet. I think she was still with John Stamos in 2003. December 2003. Is he with John Stamos?
I think they're still together back then.
Yeah.
Okay.
He might have been like texting her or something or getting the groundwork laid out, but he was with a hot blonde. That's why I noticed over at that corner of the area of the hotel gym what was going on, because there was a really hot blonde. It's not like I'm checking out Jerry O'Connell, don't get me wrong. But I looked at his package and it was huge. Oh, I'm sorry, man, I got to apologize. And there he was, yes, working out. Like really serious about his workout. And
right.
He's a little guy.
But he can get hot blondes.
Is he taller now?
He was in, what was that movie that he was
Jerry
in?
Maguire.
No, it was in Jerry Maguire. That was in like 1998.
Yeah, 96, I think, wasn't it?
96 or something like that. He had just come off the movie with Shannon Elizabeth at the time.
Oh.
Like Screwballs or Hot Nuts or...
Hot Nuts.
I saw it and I kind of liked it a little bit, but...
I usually see everything he does, but I didn't see that one.
What was the name of it, Peg?
Tomcats?
Tomcats.
I love his work.
That's it.
Thank you, Disnuts. My chatter.
Is that Dizzle?
No, not Dizzle. Dizzle, I haven't seen Dizzle.
I like Dizzle.
Wow.
I still want to drizzle on Dizzle, Terry.
She's been MIA.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe to you. Anyway, no.
Okay.
I think Hot Nuts is a great name for a movie, by the way, though.
Yeah, Hot Nuts, Screwballs, and it was Tomcats?
Yeah, Tomcats.
Yeah. He was the lead. He was the main character in Tomcats. And it was just around that time. I had just pretty much seen Tomcats. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't even have known. I might not even have known it was Jerry O'Connell.
He looks different than he did in Stand By Me.
Definitely.
Uh-huh. But probably because I was fresh off watching Tomcast a few months earlier or something, I was like, oh, man, that hot blonde's with Jerry O'Connell. Look at him all serious about his work.
But you guys sit here and like kind of dog him out and what a dork. Right. Why do you care? But he's getting hot blondes. Got John Stamos' ex-wife. She's pregnant with his twins. I mean, he's got something.
All right. Thanks for making us aware. You know, it's very easy for us to understand how he's getting hot blondes and doing well all his career and hooking up when you're in movies like Screwballs. Or Tomcats.
Actually, Screwballs is a great comedy from the 80s. You may have seen that at one point. Maybe that's why it's in your head. Great comedy from the 80s. One of my all-time favorites.
I think I do actually remember a movie called Screwballs.
It's like a high school comedy.
I don't remember it being that good.
Awesome.
Really?
Well, when you're 10. Yeah. Hilarious.
Right.
Sure it would suck now.
Anyone in it?
No, absolutely not.
Screwballs. Hilarious. What was it about? I mean,
it's a stupid high school guy. One of the nerds, he like puts up these little mirrors underneath the girls' toilet and watching the girls go to the bathroom. And
it sounds like
it's awesome.
I gotta rent it.
Oh yeah, it's great. Someone out there has seen Screwballs.
If I go to Amazon, can I buy it?
Wow.
I'm sure you
sounds like a laugh riot.
On beta only. Or reel to reel.
Mirror under the toilet?
Yeah, he like hooks up
funny every time.
Oh, hilarious. And he gets caught. Because he's a screwball, and a bunch of these screwballs get caught.
Oh, I get it now. It all comes together. There you go. I love when movies come together like that, Jerry. It all makes sense because he's a screwball.
Yeah, we won't have Terry guess, though.
So Jerry O'Connell,
yes,
as much as I could care less about him, has to like make a public apology basically for calling his own wife huge in a joking way.
Jerry O'Connell removing foot from mouth. He's married to one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood, something he momentarily forgot on Conan.
Sometimes I'll see her and I'll go, my goodness, you are huge.
He didn't need to stutter that many times. I know he's trying to like sell the joke.
He's an actor. He's a stupid actor that has to go overboard.
He's an over actor who went overboard in selling a joke that didn't work. And now has to apologize.
Sometimes I'll see her and I'll go, my goodness, you are huge.
2 stutters would have been fine. By the 4th stutter, if the joke ain't working, forget it.
Forgot on Conan.
Sometimes I'll see her and I'll go, my goodness, you are huge.
Huge.
See what I'm saying, Terry? Did he need that many stutters? You're on Conan. You pull that joke off better than him, right?
Oh, sure.
And the crowd was just sitting there like, oh, get to the next guest already. Give us something.
Oprah should give away stuff. Do we get anything here or no? What are we doing?
They make a nice-looking couple.
They do?
Yes, he's a handsome man.
He's lucky. He's got some acting skills at all. Not that we heard much of anything in that little line, but I don't know. He's kind of got
a quirky little personality, or at least the roles that he plays. He kind of has a weird.
He's always been able to make a living. He's just He's just good looking enough.
Right.
I guess he's just funny enough.
I guess so.
I guess he's just a good enough actor.
Yes.
To be a working guy in the Hollywood industry.
Yes.
And when you're a working person in the Hollywood industry, you get laid.
Right.
Now, he must be a nice enough guy off the set because Rebecca Romaine Stamos, I guess she's not Stamos anymore. Rebecca Romaine Stamos O'Connell is probably not in the position, even at this point in her life, where she's got to just accept any guy that comes along.
Right.
So he must have something, and I'm sure she could do better than guys that just insult her by calling her fat and huge all the time. So I think it was probably a joke between those two. He was trying to make something happen on Conan. And obviously, Entertainment Tonight has nothing else to talk about.
Yeah.
Sounds like it, yes. Jerry O'Connell news.
Breaking news in the world of Jerry O'Connell.
Gosh.
What else is going on out there, please?
I just want to let you know that the NFL took the top 4 spots in TV ratings.
You think people out there were thirsting for some football, Jerry?
Yeah, I think.
That's going to be the new theme after all these years.
Really?
Are you thirsting for some football?
Oh, man, way better.
It's a Monday night of a party. Top 4 spots.
Sure enough.
Stick that up your butt, Gray.
Okay.
Gray's and that. Oh, the season premieres haven't really happened yet.
Really, right.
So it's up against pretty much reruns and nothing.
Yeah.
Still pretty big an accomplishment, even if it was up against Grey's Anatomy season premiere and
not this week.
I think a lot of season premieres are this week.
Yeah, this week and next week. Dancing with the Stars, I think, is the 25th.
Dancing with the Stars is going to be bigger than ever.
That's going to be huge.
With Kim Kardashian. Is Reggie Bush going to be in the audience watching her?
Oh, I'm
She's going to be in a luxury suite at the Dancing with the Stars studio, or what?
He's a tad busy.
Is he going to be jumping up and down, cheering like she, in an idiotic way, was doing at the New Orleans Saints game on Sunday?
I like watching her jump up and down, though.
I don't think he even shows up to watch her dance.
It's kind of
with the
difficult.
stars. He's got a built-in excuse.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, well, you're doing it during the fall, honey. If you were doing it during the spring, I'd have been there with bells on.
Right.
Well, actually, honey, I have to wear the bells as part of my costume. Top 4 spots.
Yes. NFL.
And I bet you I know which one the number 1 rated game was.
Okay.
The Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns on Sunday afternoon. Shown to a nationwide audience at 1 o'clock Western Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Was that the number 1 rated show of the week?
No,
Oh.
it was Sunday Night Football, but it was is this the second game, the Chicago Bears?
Oh, yeah, they played
Indy.
Yeah, Indianapolis. That
Yeah.
makes sense. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
You know, like during the day, people are watching their own team, so you're not going to get a huge audience.
That's
usually.
true. People are watching their regional games.
Yeah.
People in Tampa are watching the Buccaneers, although that game was over. Yeah, so that makes sense. I shouldn't even. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then number 2 was Thursday's NFL season kickoff game.
Huh. I just figured Dallas is always the huge draw, though. I was watching that game, and I didn't watch the Colts and the Bears because I went out to dinner. So I forgot about that one.
Oh.
I didn't watch a minute of it.
Wow.
I can't believe the Colts at home.
Yeah.
That was the biggest upset of the week.
They're in
Yeah,
trouble.
29-13.
Are they in trouble?
They're in a little bit of trouble.
Peyton Manning just didn't look like he was ready for the season, or what?
Wasn't
He was the
clicking.
only one in America not ready for some football? Starting to get a little complacent, or what?
Claims that he was thirsty.
His center's out. You know, Jeff Saturday's out. They're
Oh, you know what?
They have a little bit of trouble.
He can't get a substitute to snap him the freaking ball.
Joseph Adai got hurt early. I mean, you can't lose Jeff Saturday and Joseph Adai and beat the Bears.
Can't lose to a Bear team that is a far cry from where they were in their Super Bowl year.
Their defense is still pretty good.
Bears would be lucky to win 6 games this year. The Patriots, the Colts have no business losing to them at home.
Well, they have one win.
Wow. Number 3 was
They
Sunday
ain't
Night
getting
Football.
past 6 wins. I'll tell you
Okay.
that right now. They may
Mark
have-
your calendar. The T-Man just said that.
I don't know where on your calendar you put that.
I don't know either. I'd love to know.
Do you put it in September? You put it in December? But Terry wants you to mark your
I
calendar
do.
on that. Okay.
And then number 3 was Sunday Night Football pre-kickoff, and then last was Sunday Night Football post-game.
What are you laughing at, Vanessa? You marking your calendar?
He is.
You laughing at who?
He has no idea what
nothing.
NFL is. Anyway.
That's right.
You
No,
don't, you don't want to. You don't want to tell us who you're laughing at?
no. Just keep going, Terry.
Okay.
Vinnie the Pooh. The most watched shows in America. Top 4 were all football in the past week.
I was asleep.
You.
Yep.
Easily.
And during all 4 of those games, Vinnie the Pooh was asleep.
Knocked.
He was not a viewing party of any of those 4 games, it sounds like.
Right.
No.
Does anything, you have channels now.
Yeah. I was probably watching some on, First 48 or...
Anything stand out as far as, I'm asking you, if you didn't watch the top 4 shows that America watched this week, anything stand out over the past 5 to 7 days that you watched that was an impact to you? Something, even anything you remember watching? Anything over the past week that you remember watching that is part of the rating statistics that came out apparently yesterday at some point? Terry's reading right now.
It was an episode where Cartman gave Kyle AIDS.
That's old, though. That's
That was a
fine.
rerun.
It was on, on
The
demand.
only thing that stands out. That was on demand. That doesn't
Yeah.
even count in the rating statistics then.
There was just a gang of South Parks that I hammered through. And
You watched the gang of South Park. I have 5 South Parks, and I have it in my recording instructions to only keep 5 at a time.
Really?
That means I'm really backed up in my South Parks.
You gotta get on.
Yeah, if you get backed up, you should try Activia yogurt.
Backed up.
Doing spots right now.
Sounds like it. Me and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Need a little brand flags and some South Park.
I guess the job handled.
All right. And that's all you remember watching.
Yeah.
All
pretty
right.
much.
You're not taking advantage of these channels, it sounds like.
Nah, I'm doing a lot of other stuff.
But you got Comcast to come to your joint,
Come to the crib.
and you're loving on demand now, aren't you?
Love
You're
it.
like a pro at it now.
I'm watching comedies from like the 70s. I have no idea what they are. Just
Sounds like
wa-
fun. Invite me over next time.
Yeah,
No.
right.
Anyway.
Especially during football season. All right, Blazing Saddles, yes.
I love Blazing Saddles.
It's a great movie.
All right, so now you understand.
It is.
Now you understand. Oh, when he puts the horse, hilarious. Every time we talk about football,
Yes.
now you understand that we're not sitting here overhyped up, Terry. We're not
No,
sitting here doing anything that every other person out there, even some women out there, I'm sure.
Hey,
as hyped
it
up
was
as
on
we
in
are.
my house.
We-
It was on in my house.
Okay.
So I understand.
You roll your eyes, or you get disinterested when we talk about
it's the
football a
whole
lot of times.
fantasy football thing that I get disinterested in.
Why do you think it was the top 4 shows of the week, Terry? You think because people are dying to see football so much that it became 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the ratings? It has to do with fantasy football.
Okay.
This is all about everyone's pocketbook, Terry. Make mine bigger. Fantasy football has taken the NFL and made it the elite sport in the sporting world because people are involved in it in that fashion, Terry. Because of fantasy football, it's number 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Well, and I don't know if it was during an interview like prior to the football season, but I knew that you were right. You're right saying that because they interviewed LT.
Right.
I don't know what day it was, and they said, "What do you think about them taking you as the number 1 pick for fantasy football?" And I'm like, "Really? You're actually asking the players?"
Yes, I'm glad you picked up on that. These players are all aware of their status in the fantasy football world.
That is really crazy.
LaDainian Tomlinson is full aware that everyone in America drafted him number 1, and those players who are not on fantasy football teams as reserves are trying to do good in a given week to be picked up. This is their mindset now.
Well, and
there's a receiver on the Denver Broncos, a rookie receiver, that knows that everyone in America is going to be scrambling to pick him up this week.
And who is it?
I don't remember his name.
Royal?
Yeah, Royal.
Something Royal?
Yeah, something Royal. The guy who he caught about 150 yards in receiving yards.
Yeah, I don't know his first name.
Scored a touchdown and was looking like all world out of the box.
Right.
90% of the fantasy football leagues did not have this guy drafted. The big scramble, and believe me, whatever his first name is, something Royal?
Yeah, I can't remember his first name.
Something Royal.
Second round pick.
Is full aware that he is the number 1 pickup off the waiver wires amongst the free agents in the fantasy football world. He's telling all his friends, he's telling all his family that everyone in America is picking him up right now.
Eddie Royal.
Okay.
Tim Hasselbeck was quoted as saying he would not pick his brother as a quarterback because he's hurt. And so he got in trouble for saying that, like giving out secret inside information that his brother's hurt.
While Jerry O'Connell is apologizing to his wife for things he shouldn't have to apologize for, Tim Hasselbeck is not on speaking terms with his own brother for making comments because he's paid to comment on his value in the fantasy football world. And Matt Hasselbeck certainly does look hurt. Tim Hasselbeck probably knows everything there is to know because if you just seeing Matt Hasselbeck run onto the field from the sidelines to start a set of downs, he looks like he's either pregnant or he looks like he's got a bad back
because he's running all
the whole time he's going.
He looks like he's got a bulging disc or something wrong with his back. The way he's walking and the way he looks stiff or the way he's kind of like waddling or whatever it is, he doesn't look like he's walking, jogging, or running right.
I got a stiff bulging disc for it.
He's not hustling like he used to. Really relaxed.
He's not relaxed.
Absolutely.
He's tight.
I agree.
He's hurt. Right. He's playing hurt with no receivers, which makes it that much worse. Not a good year to have Matt Hasselbeck on your fantasy football team.
So now everybody's like trying to get rid of him. Is that it?
You don't get rid of him. You just put him on reserve.
I did enjoy seeing Darrell Jackson catch a 42-yard touchdown for the Broncos, though. That was nice. Seahawks couldn't have used him anyway.
Well, he didn't do dick last year. But anyway. All right.
So,
now you understand how big football is.
When I saw that, the whole fantasy football thing, I was like, no way. They're actually asking him about fantasy football. And he was like, whoa.
Is that what it was like?
Yeah.
Okay, good. It's a very good invitation. I feel like LaDainian Tomlinson is in the studio right now.
I want his autograph. Can I get his autograph?
What else is happening? Please.
Speaking of football, apparently Ashton Kutcher believes that he is a good coach because he has become an assistant football coach at Harvard Westlake, which is a private prep school in L.A.
Oh, we're a Harvard, too.
I guess so.
Harvard Westlake?
Yes.
It's a West Coast school?
It is in L.A.
High school, prep school, yeah.
And
he's an assistant coach.
He is.
Are you allowed to throw Harvard in your... Did they have to get permission from Harvard University?
I don't know.
The one and only, perhaps considered the top school in the entire country scholastically. Are they having to get permission to call their high school Harvard whatever? Harvard Westlake.
Yes.
Probably not. I guess you could just...
Yeah, if it's a high school, they don't care. I mean, you don't have to ask Thomas Jefferson his permission to call a high school that.
Well, he's long since gone now, but...
He is, yes.
Either that or he's 400 years old. No one knows where he is. But anyway, okay, so he's an assistant football coach. Ashton Kutcher, who's got no real credentials to be a coach, even in Pee Wee, I would think, Terry.
I guess so.
Hotshot Scott is an assistant football coach. Are you telling me that you have to worry about running in on the other sideline to Ashton Kutcher, and should I be concerned that he's going to outcoach you?
Be a dream to see him over there.
Ashton Kutcher's on the sideline with his clipboard.
That's right.
And I got to be worried that he's outcoaching Hotshot Scott?
That's right.
Hotshot Scott, who's played football every year of his life since the day he was born.
I know.
That's boring.
And Ashton Kutcher just is a little bored around the house.
Yeah.
So he goes down the street for a stroll. They see him, they get all excited, and he says, yeah, I'll hang around here. Let me help coach your team.
Well,
Does he have any football knowledge?
Not that I'm aware of.
I'm sure he picked up tons on that 70s show, Terry.
Apparently, the head coach, Scott Wood, is a good friend of his. So he asked...
What's his name, Gottwood?
Scott Wood.
Right, Scott Wood. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's the new head coach for the school, and he's the one who asked Ashton to help him out.
Is that an insult to your position as assistant coach
Very insulting.
Of a high school football team?
It is very insulting.
I would think it would be.
You can't just walk on. Who do you think you are?
No, he does.
Can't just walk on. It's like some of these hacks in radio that bug the hell out of me. It's embarrassing, and it makes this industry into, like, I feel like at times like I'm a circus clown, Terry.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Sometimes I'm right. Okay?
Yeah, gotcha.
And when Hotshot, if I hear that Ashton Kutcher, if I'm you, and I hear that Ashton Kutcher just walks from out of his house onto the field, turns the baseball cap backwards, gets handed the clipboard, and gets told
Does.
your way.
Yeah.
Clipboard and whistle.
You never held a clipboard?
I sometimes,
You
yeah.
got a clipboard.
If you have lots of papers, yes. You probably need a
Lots of
clipboard.
paper.
So why are you getting on me for focusing
I
on
don't
a
know.
clipboard?
Clipboard's funny.
You're a very organized guy.
That's right.
Oh, so
And I'm sure Ashton is too. But he's at the same level now, just basically saying, yeah, please sign me up, just like that.
Man. Well, if they have a new coach, I'm sure the program's not great there.
Man. Well, it's not going to get great.
If they blew out the old coach, it's got to be problems going on there. Sure, it's not high quality, high caliber high school football. So I wouldn't worry too much about
Anyone heard of this prep school?
Nope.
Wow. All right, you're taking it very well.
it. It's a little insulting, though.
I'd be yelling and screaming.
It's my craft. You can't just walk on and do it. You know, off the street and do it.
Exactly. I'd be challenging Ashton to a fight.
I'd love to.
I'd be challenging him to a duel.
Then he'd make me laugh so hard I'd forget that I'm mad at him.
So hilarious like that.
That's right.
So the season has already started for that
Underway,
team,
yeah.
obviously.
Yes.
And how they doing? Have they played any games yet? Is Ashton just an offensive coordinating genius or what?
He just says here
Try the
that
flea flicker here.
Flea flicker.
It just says that he is the assistant football coach.
The old Statue of Liberty is being sent in by Ashton Kutcher.
So doesn't say he just says it's the.
Can anyone just be an assistant football coach now because they played Madden 2009?
No.
I pick my plays. I'm a great defensive coordinator.
Unless you run the exact same offense as what the high school runs, or the school or the team you're coaching.
It makes it seem like anyone can be a high school assistant football coach if Ashton Kutcher is now doing what you do.
Embarrassing.
I don't think you're embarrassed enough, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's got the team gear on this morning.
He
too.
does.
First game, I'm ready.
Big game tonight.
Today's the first game?
at least for my guys, yeah.
For your guys.
My little freshman.
You know, Ashton's got guys now, too.
Yeah.
Apparently anyone can get guys.
Sounds like it.
Anyone can get guys. That sounds great.
I mean, last week, if you said my guys, I would look at you and say, wow, there's some pride in saying that.
Right.
Now it doesn't mean dick. Ashton's got guys.
Caliber of high school football.
Man.
Jeez.
He's got the...
I mean, any dad could come out and hold bags. You know, anybody could come out and help. You know.
So you think he's just one of the dads that's helping out? No, he's the assistant football coach.
Oh, all right.
That's his title.
What
business
what
cards.
position is he coaching?
All it says is assistant football coach.
It says,
Does he say what
I'm trying to find
side of the ball he's overseeing, Terry?
Wow,
no?
this is actually, he is helping out the freshman team. So, yeah, maybe I should go head to head.
That's what you're doing, right? Wow. You're assistant coach for the freshman football team.
Correct.
Apparently, he played high school football. And he wanted to try coaching.
Well, a lot of people played high school football, Terry. I guess
understand.
technically can say I played high school football.
I know.
I dressed for games.
I gotcha.
So I can just walk out to any school and be a high school football coach? Yeah, I'm here. What do I do? Got my jock on, ready to go.
You hear the jock as a coach. in a cup in case a kid kicks you in the nuts.
Well, apparently, you don't need to know anything to be high.
Sounds like it.
Apparently, Harvard Westlake features a pair of the region's top linebackers.
Wow!
Walter Woods and Dimitri Diamond.
Oh, wait, they got Walter Wood?
Oh, yes.
I didn't know they had Walter Wood.
And Scott Wood, the coach.
There's a lot of wood going around on this team, Terry.
That's why he's there. I knew it.
Man, so this is not some hack little laughable freshman football team. This is a major program.
Big prep school.
With some of the best linebackers that the country has as far as high school football is concerned. They're ranked, maybe for all we know, in the top 25 of all high school football teams in the land.
He must be playing a lot of Madden. He's set to coach.
We're starting to get under.
Well, the head of athletics.
I just got to worry about my team. I don't care about Ashton Kutcher.
The athletic director.
Don't make quotes like this is the end of the game and you're talking to the press. I just got to worry about what I got to worry about.
I don't care about Ashton Kutcher. Good for him. Hey, lots of teams can use help, so
wow.
If you don't mind a guy that doesn't know what he's doing out there.
Well, the AD is very impressed with his coaching ability.
The AD has already made a comment about Ashton's contribution so far. Mm-hmm. He's very impressed.
Said he has been impressed with the actor as a coach.
Has the athletic director of your school come out and made a statement about your contributions?
I don't think he cares for me too much for some reason.
Ashton has already gotten the
accolades.
He's already getting accolades from the AD of the high school.
Yeah.
Man, this has got to be burning you up inside.
He bought the AD a new car, it also says in the story.
Oh, well, that certainly is going to help.
That probably doesn't hurt, no. I can't even get a collared shirt out of the deal.
I don't know. I don't think you deserve a collared shirt, to be honest.
Oh, but you got a lovely little hat.
That's not in your contract.
From last year.
Ashton got multicolored.
Oh, wow.
He got all assortment of colors collared shirts.
I don't know why I can't buy a colored shirt and a hat this year.
Was it 8 shirts or 9 shirts that he got, Ashton? It was what last? I lost count. How many collared shirts did he get from the AD there?
Let's see, 9?
9. He got 9 shirts.
9 shirts, yes.
Assorted colors.
Our AD gets us nothing.
Beautiful color.
Nothing like it.
Are you going to be able to focus on your game today, or are you just going to be standing on that sideline later this afternoon, all focused on what Ashton may be drawing up on his chalkboard?
I may have trouble focusing. I'll be thinking about Ashton the whole time.
Wow.
Well, the reason he went into coaching, and this is a quote, because they said...
insulting.
Doesn't Snoop have a team, too?
Yeah, He has a select team, actually.
This is just insulting. Next, I'm going to hear Jerry O'Connell got a radio show. And, that would be the same. That would be the equivalent. If he's hosting his own morning show, that would burn me up as much as this should be burning up Hot Shot Scott.
You don't stutter like he does, though. I mean, he's got a real talent and a real knack for making people laugh. I don't know if you have it in you.
Well, we can all strive, do a little better.
By the way, they won their first game 21-12.
Thanks to Ashton, Terry.
Yes.
Honestly, if Ashton didn't decide at the last minute to jump aboard and be the assistant coach of this football team, it would have been 48-0 the other way. 28-12, Harvard Westlake victorious, thanks to Ashton's genius on the sideline.
Go
Is he
freshman
coaching
team.
varsity too? Is that what it says?
He's just freshman.
Just an absolute juggernaut.
So
high school assistant
his
football
freshman
coach.
team won or the varsity won?
No, it says his freshman team.
His freshman team is undefeated. Your team win any games yet?
We haven't lost.
His team has won
21-12.
His team has won every game they've played.
Yeah.
Has your team won a game yet?
We have not lost.
So already Ashton has set the trail for you. He's one up on you.
In a lot of areas in life. This is just another one.
It's got to be just burning your britches.
At least I don't have to hump an old lady every night.
His britches are...
Wow.
Vinnie, can you check his britches?
I'll check his britches, of course.
Yeah, they are burning.
Don't get that close. The T-Man Show.
Real me is a Southern girl. Jazz had some major technical difficulties during Good Morning America.
Yeah, hear about this, Terry? Jessica Simpson, her album dropped. Do country albums drop? I don't know how to...
I guess they do.
Her album came out. I don't think country albums drop. It's like the only genre of music that your album clearly does not drop. No country artist wants to refer to their album as dropping.
Oh, Vinnie's testes did yesterday.
Oh, geez.
wow.
Finally. Wow, it's all grown out right before our very
Channels, testes, the whole routine.
I'll be showing them after the show.
You are coming into your own right before our very eyes.
That's right.
He'll be showcasing them, as he just said, at an undisclosed time later in the morning. Okay, for Terry Cam viewers, you may want to pick out your spot on Terry Cam now.
Absolutely.
But country albums do not drop. However, Jessica Simpson, who is not fully gotten comfortable. I'm not sure she feels like she's all settled into the country world yet. May not be fully aware of that. Her album came out yesterday nonetheless, though, Terry.
Right.
Any word on opening day CD sales for Jay Semp or what?
Have not heard.
She was on Good Morning America yesterday.
All right.
And there was a technical issue with her live performance.
Oh, don't ruin it. I TiVo'd it.
But she, unlike her little sis, Terry,
Yes.
handled it, one might say, like a pro.
Okay.
She didn't, well, at least she didn't walk off the set. Let's just put it that way.
Jazz had some major technical difficulties during Good Morning America.
Remember how her sister just kind of high-stepped off the stage?
Did like a little square dance move, a little
jig.
Just looking so awkward.
Oh, God, I was tough to
almost
watch.
trying to look cool as she walked off the stage.
That sick little dance she did and got off the stage. Oh, my God, that was tough.
Yeah, a little hoedown dance moment and then
Oh.
just glided off the stage, like
So bad
making it
for her.
almost like people wouldn't notice.
Classic.
Wow.
Thinking about it now, like 2 or 3 years later, it's even funnier.
Jazz had some major technical difficulties during Good Morning America, similar to what happened to her little sis on Saturday Night Live 3 years ago.
Oh, 3 years. Oh, I gotta run out and get the CD.
Oh, gotta.
Yeah,
Levi's on?
You know what a big country fan I am.
I know you are.
Now that Jessica Simpson has made the transition into the country world, I am that much more of a gung-ho country music fan. And I'm sure we're talking, what, at least 100,000 albums sold yesterday, right?
No, 100,000?
One day.
Oh, okay, come on. I thought you were serious.
Can you
Sorry, I
feel,
can.
Can
I'm
you
like
feel
Terry.
my sarcasm?
I'm Terry
here or
now.
what?
I'm sorry. I can't.
Okay.
But any song that has Levi's in it, I'm loving. I'm going to buy.
Honestly, I bet she sold 20,000 albums yesterday.
Just yesterday or the whole week?
I'm thinking most of her week's worth of sales were going to be yesterday. I think she'll sell about 35,000 albums in the first week. I think 20 grand of them were yesterday.
Going under.
You're going to go with the under?
Yes. For the week?
If she can't sell 35,000 albums in the first week, she better go right back to pop music.
And sell 10?
Okay. Just sit back, look pretty, and be Tony
She doesn't
Romo's
have-
girlfriend.
she doesn't have one
okay?
song that you
and
can
be
name.
okay.
Listen, all I know is that Lil Wayne is on top of the world, even with all his issues right now.
On Saturday Night Live this Saturday.
But is he really?
Yes, musical guest.
Wow.
With Michael Phelps hosting.
Oh, my God.
It's heavyweights.
Thanks for ruining it for me. But anyway, he sold 1 million albums in the first week. Okay? You telling me Jessica Simpson can't sell 35,000 albums in her country debut in the first week? Please.
Find one person that bought one.
I'm not even going to take your money on this.
Okay.
I'm not going to take your money on this.
35,000?
Absolutely. You want to go over under on that? I'll go over 35,000. You want to go under 35,000? You better think real hard right now.
I need to look at last week's numbers, and then I'll see.
I don't even. All right. He's
Well, I want to make. I want to see how hard
You
it is
should
to sell
know. He
35,000.
always does. There's
stall
always
this out.
questions and always
He wants to weasel.
negotiate
He's
something.
He's backpedaling. Are you taking the bet right now? Yes or no?
Under 35,000.
You taking the under 35,000? Jessica Simpson's first week of country, and I think it's more or less kind of a joke, even though I see her having some marketability in the country world. And I think there's probably some country fans that are excited, especially the younger ones, if there's such a thing. Are you going under 35,000? Yes or no?
I'm going under 40.
I didn't offer 40.
He offered
I'm asking for 40.
You were a big talker a few minutes ago.
I'm
at
buying
35,000.
40. Come on.
You were laughing at the thought that she would sell over 35,000 albums a few
I'm
minutes
going
ago.
under 35,000. She's a hack. No one will buy it.
You have to now.
Who's going to buy
You're
it?
committed. You're not going to buy it. I understand.
Find one person that's going to buy it.
There are going to be 35,001 people that buy it. Not going to win.
And one. What if it's 35 even? Is that a push or do I win?
35,000 albums even as a push. She probably sells 100 grand maybe in the first week.
Really?
Right?
That's pretty good
She
in this
might.
day and age.
Absolutely good in this day and age. See, Lil Wayne, when I say he sold 1 million albums in the first week, everyone thinks, oh, well, Jessica Simpson's going to easily sell 35. Lil Wayne was the major enigma in what goes on right now in music sales. Nobody's selling close to 1 million albums in the first week. No one's coming close to like half that amount.
No, you're right.
Lil Wayne sold 50,000 last week.
Wow.
2 months after it came out or whatever.
2 months after it came out, the Carter 3 is
more.
selling 50,000 albums.
He was like 8th last week.
You think, Jessica, you are so... This is the worst bet you ever made in your life. In your life.
I don't know. I did get married.
Oh, jeez.
Come on.
Wow.
You better...
That's the thing I say that gets everybody going.
You better compare notes to Jerry O'Connell.
That's right. I had a big flowers home. I mean, she's so big.
Jazz had some major technical difficulties during Good Morning America, similar to what happened to her little sis on Saturday Night Live 3 years ago.
Here's what happened. Listen.
I know this is live TV, but I can't hear anything. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. You got it?
But unlike...
What was that?
Well, she couldn't hear. She couldn't hear herself. The rest of the people listening wish they could say the same. She couldn't hear herself, Terry. And as a performer, you know when your headphones are not working right.
I know.
It can be really weird.
Right.
But I think she actually, she dusted herself off as quick as possible.
Right.
And she's like, do it again.
But it sounded like none of them really were ready either. It was like...
Her live band?
Yeah, it was like...
Well, her live band knew they were on live TV, and they're like, okay, is she joking? Is she serious? I'm not sure what to do here. She gave me that,
That's kind of annoying, though, when your sound's not right. It throw you off.
But she's being the anti-Ashley here. Instead of walking off the stage, she's not letting it affect her. Do it again!
With the Levi's on and an open heart. Hold on. I know this is live TV, but I can't hear anything. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. You got it?
But unlike her Simpsons...
You know what?
The drummer was looking at the bass player. She's serious? Well, I guess we got to start over.
Look, I'm an extra, and this is on tape. I don't play drums. All right? So don't look at me to start something here.
But obviously, she wasn't lip-syncing like her sister was.
Yeah.
Right.
And she was ready to just start over again. Do it again.
She's got a great voice.
Millions of people watch Good Morning America. We're making fools out of ourselves, but who cares? Just do it again.
Do it again. 1, 2, 3.
Sounds like she's teaching herself to poop.
What? She has to teach herself. Doesn't know how yet.
Oh, you got to teach yourself at some point, if you want to do it right.
All right. Count her down.
Really?
Count her down. Here we go. Come on, Bells.
Do it again. 1, 2, 3. You got it?
But unlike...
How'd she do?
She goes, she expects the band to start up right there.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
There's dead silence, and then she's looking at them like, you got it? I'm serious here. Let's go. Let's go. Bam. I actually admire... There was a technical problem on live TV. I admire the fact that even though she acknowledged it and wasn't trying to hide it and kind of sweep it under the carpet,
yes.
She lets everyone know, I got a little issue here, but we're going to start over.
This isn't embarrassing at all, in my mind.
This isn't embarrassing.
Yeah, she's doing it live.
She's doing it live, and she's running with it.
With the Levi's on and an open heart. Hold on. I know this is live TV.
But,
yeah,
don't you kind of do a little sound check prior to going live, making sure that everything's working so you don't have these issues?
As many sound checks
professionals do.
As many sound checks as you may do, there's always something that could go wrong. Murphy's Law.
She's no live performer. I mean, she probably rarely performs live, so she's not an old pro.
And either are her roadies or whoever's taking care of her. They obviously screwed up, but she tried to handle it as best as could be handled.
No,
With the Levi's on and an open heart. Hold on. I know this is live TV, but I can't hear anything.
Yeah, well, we can. Can you stop?
Please.
We're begging you. Go back to that Al Roker with the weather or something.
Oh, man.
Or is that a different show?
No, that's a different show.
I don't
Yeah, I think
know.
it's a different show.